Hello and welcome to Mr. Wiley Teaches Math. Today we're going to be talking about writing equations. First thing we need to know is an equation is a number sentence that contains the symbol equal sign. And I might say it's an equation is a number sentence that contains an equal sign in the middle. So we're not talking about your 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. This is an expression when it's written like this. An equation is going to have it in the center, and probably one that you're equal to, what you're used to would be area. Area is equal to length times width. So there's an equation with the equal sign in the center. As we're working through these, there's going to be some terms that we're going to need to know when we're writing equations, when we're translating from words into number sentences. We're going to need to remember words that mean addition. So if we're talking about addition, we're going to come across words like sum. Find the sum of two numbers. Also going to use things like more than, or increased, increased by. So if we see addition, we see sum, more than, increased, we know it's going to be talking about, we're going to need addition in our equation. If we're talking about subtraction, we're going to see words like difference, less than, decreased, decreased by. We're talking about multiplication. We're going to see words like product. The product of two numbers is multiplied by. And then words like doubled, tripled, etc. And we're talking about division. We're going to be talking about words like quotient and references to fractions. Such as 1/2 of, 1/2 of, or 1/3 of, 1/4 of. So we may come across something like 4 more than a number is 16. We'd probably be able to figure that out pretty quickly just in our heads, but if we're going to write this out as an equation to get ourselves ready for some more difficult questions later, we're going to look for some keywords. First thing we're going to look at is our list up here. And when I read through this list, I see more, which tells me it's probably going to be addition. It's 4 more. I see is. Words like is are the equal sign. That tells you where it is. It's words like is, are, was. Depending what tense it is, then we're talking about the equal sign. So 4 more than a number. We haven't talked about a number yet. When I see this phrase, a number, it's actually talking about any number. It could be any possibility at this point. So we're going to use a variable. Most common variable we're going to use is our x, y, and z. So 4 more than a variable is equal 16. All right. So we're going to have 4 more than. So it's going to be addition of 4. Then a variable, let's just use x, is 16. So 4 more than the number is 16. We'll be able to solve that pretty quickly just by inspection. 12 plus 4 is 16. Another one that we might come across would be 12 decreased by a number is 24. Again, I'm going to look for these keywords. Decreased, is, and the a number again. So 12 subtracts something is 24. Okay, so 12 subtract x equals 24. And just by inspection, I can see that it's going to be a negative number, so it's going to be, by inspection, negative 36. Okay, we might also come across words, phrases like 5 times a number is 20. Or I could have said was 20. So again, there's my equal sign. 5 times, that sounds to me like multiplication, and a number is your variable. So it's going to be 5 times the number, which I could write 5x is 20. And we could also use, we might see 1/2 of a number. I'll go was this time. Was 24. So was, I see that as my equal sign. 1/2, there's a fraction reference, so that's going to be talking about division, and a number is my variable. So 1/2 of a number was 24. So I have a number, and I have half of it, divided by 2 equals 24. So as we go through, we're going to use this kind of like a detective. We're going to look for keywords. We're going to look for words like decreased. We're going to look for a number, which just tells us it's our variable. Is, was, had, those type of words to tell us the equal sign. We're going to write it together as an equation. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check the class website for the assignments and the additional examples.